Hello, everybody. It's Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And as you can see, I have a friend, and I'm just actually really thrilled to have Kute with me today because I just developed a new relationship with him through TLC, which is a transformational leadership council that I'm involved with. Jack Canfield started 8 years ago, and I've just met the most amazing people. So Kute is one of those amazing people. I'm just really thrilled. So let me give you a little bit of information on Kute Blackson, and then we'll start talking because he's got a really great book that I know you all are going to love, and we're going to love the topic of You Are the One. So he is a very charismatic, visionary, and transformational teacher. He offers a fresh, bold look at spiritual awareness for a whole new generation. His unique lineage laid the foundation for his approach to breaking down barriers and unlocking an individual's true gifts and greatness. Born in Ghana, West Africa, Kute's multicultural upbringing as the child of a Japanese mother and a Ghanaian father has spanned 4 different continents. His unique lineage lay the blueprint for his approach to breaking down barriers and unlocking an individual's true gifts and greatness. So though Kute was raised all over the world, he has always dreamed of a life in America. And as if by kismet, he won a green card just after finishing school in London. So he came to America alone just months later with no connections or prospects. And when he arrived in Los Angeles, all he had to do is name his name is 2 suitcases and the dream of taking out the spiritual self-help icons who inspired him when he was a boy. So he learned that the outside-in approach, we talk about this on the show all the time, favored by so many in the personal development space, had become an inside-out approach. So he decided to create his own method, a process that liberates the individual and the true self at the core, and then pushes those gifts outward into the universe. And this helps the individual get in touch with who they really are. It's a process of breaking free so that the individual can live, give, and share the truest expression of their self. And this is what Kute calls liberated living. So welcome, Kute. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you today.
It's great to be here. Been looking forward to it.
Me too.
We made it.
Yeah. So you have your book, which I'm so excited to talk about. You Are the One. And it's like you period, R period, the period, one period. And I just love that. So let's talk about that. What does that mean? You are the one.
I think so many of us, I live in LA, and LA is a place where we worship celebrities and heroes and superheroes and people that can fly and the great ones, But I see so many people, looking outside of themselves for a teacher, for the answer, for a hero. And I think You Are the One is simply an invitation and a reminder to remind people, to awaken people, to inspire people to reclaim their power and remember that they are the ones, and to stop looking outside, So it's just a simple, bold invitation to own who you are and realize that you've been given everything you need. And so part of what I say in the book is, look, no one's coming. No one's going to save you. The aliens aren't coming. The government's not going to save you. Oprah's not going to knock on your doorstep and give you $1 million and say, hey, I've been looking for you. No one's going to go to the gym and do Soul Cycle and lose 30 pounds on your behalf. Ultimately, if we're going to create the lives that we truly want, we have to step up and do it. And we've been given everything we need, from the beginning. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, even your book title, You Are the One. So many people, because the programming that we have is that there's someone else that's going to come into our life. For us girls, it's Prince Charming. He's going to come up in a white horse and somehow save us. And I love the fact that you're saying it's like most people are looking for someone to rescue them.
Mm-hmm.
And it even is in, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I can speak for myself. It's even in the religious training that Christ is the one that's going to come and save, because I was Catholic, and and it's like the power is out once again outside of me, was waiting for some savior to come and finally make me feel happy or give me peace or whatever it is. And I even remember in Catholic Church taking the wafer, which represents the body and blood of Christ. And it's like, okay, once you get this, then it's like, and it's such a training to go outside of yourself. And that's what I love, that what you're talking about in this book is that it is from within, and you have to take responsibility.
You have to. You have to. I mean, I remember many years ago, about 17 years ago, having first come to the country. I was in the country a few years, and I was pissed off. I was mad at God. I was frustrated. I felt I was doing the right things, and I was broke. I was living in a tiny room, paying $250 a month, stealing bread from the supermarkets because I had no money. And I was just screaming at God, and upset. And I remember just being hit with this wave of this realization that I was playing the victim, and I was somehow waiting for God to save me, waiting for someone to come and do it for me. And I realized how entitled I was, and I didn't think I was an entitled person. I thought I was so grateful. And this simple, profound realization hit me that ultimately no one owes me anything. And I was mad at my father because I felt like he wasn't around for me, and I had to come to America with no support, 2 suitcases, $1,000, knew no one in the country, and just showed up and was just struggling. I was mad at my dad, mad at the community I'd left, mad at God. And I realized no one owes me anything. My father has given me life. That in and of itself is enough. And I looked at my body. I looked at my heart was beating. My blood was flowing. There were trillions of processes happening inside of me. And I thought, holy mackerel, I'm a miracle. And I realized God, the universe, whatever you believe, we've been given, each of us, we've been given everything we need, the seeds of everything we need to really succeed. And I think many of us, we want to be, we have visions of being great. We want to be great like the great ones. We look at Mandela, we look at Gandhi, we look at Mother Teresa, we look at Bruce Lee, we look at Muhammad Ali. And I think all of the great ones they just simply showed us our own capacity, our own possibility for what it is to be grateful, for our capacity for loving. But I think greatness is not something that's just bestowed upon us like some gift. It's a moment-to-moment choice. And it's a moment-to-moment choice where we get to apply, where we get to choose, where we get to embrace more of who we are every day. And it's not necessarily, it's simple. It's not always easy.
Absolutely. And there's something you said that really touched me because, I think a lot of us have the mom and dad issue. If it's not the mom, it's the dad. If it's not the dad, it's, not the dad, it's the mom, or it could be both parents. But you just said something so profound that, it's like their job was done. The fact that it takes a mom and a dad, it takes an egg and a sperm to create the human being that you are. Let's just let that be enough and get past and heal past all the other stuff, all the things that we thought we needed and we didn't get. Because even I see it with my sons, I could just give absolutely everything I have, and then they want more and more and more. And I'm like, and I could see the disappointment on their face. And I'm like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm giving to both of you, and I'm, I'm loving you as much as I can. And it's like, but they're in need of more and more and more. So in their mind, they could say, oh, she's never there, or, whatever story they could make up. Mm-hmm. And it's like, we have to realize that what you said was so profound that it's like, they did enough.
They did it. Just the real, for me, when it hit me, just the realization that my dad gave me life. What more profound gift is that? I mean, how much is that worth? If at the beginning of my life, when I was a soul, before I incarnated into this human existence, I was told, your dad will do nothing other than give you the seed. Is that cool? Would you go on that trip? I would say absolutely. That's enough. And so once that really hit me of what I've been given, what we've all been, every single moment of our life, every single breath that we take, for me, is living proof of the love of the universe. Like we are being, it's easy to feel, I feel so alone. I feel like God doesn't love me. Life doesn't love me. Life is tough. It's all of it. I mean, we've all had tough experiences, challenging experiences, but the way I see it, every single second, every single breath we take is proof of the profound, unconditional love of life. I don't care what you believe, Buddhist, Jewish, Christian, atheist. Every day the sun shines on us. Every day the moon comes up. The sun doesn't say, hey, Christy, Kute, I've been shining for the last 28, 30, 50, 65, however many years. You owe me something. It's just every day. It doesn't matter if we screw up, if we cheat on people, if we lie, if we steal, if we're nice, if we're not, we're just being loved unconditionally. And so I think for me, to just feel the abundance, the love, the beauty, everything we've been given is just, it's a privilege, you know? So giving up entitlement and being willing to take responsibility for everything that we are, and then realizing the honor and privilege to be able to give and share what we are with the world is part of what excites me.
And to take it even further, what you said, the lie, the cheat, the steal, what, all that stuff, the behaviors that we deem as, inappropriate in this physical experience, when you're in that space of gratitude and you're knowing that you're loved, you don't feel like you need to lie and cheat and steal and do all that. You're so aligned that it's like those behaviors, those are things that are stemming from a place of not enoughness and lack. When you're totally connected to that place and know that you are love and that you are enough in this moment, you don't need anything else to add to you. Nothing can be taken away from you. Just being in that moment, like you said, knowing that you're loved. I mean, what else is there? What else do you need?
Fulfillment.
You don't need to go cheat because you got it all here. You don't need to steal because you're not in lack. It's the misaligned souls, that people that do those things because they're not in that space. Yeah. And something else too is, taking responsibility. For me, it was when I started working with universal laws, because it's like, I can't blame anybody anymore. I can't blame my parents. I can't blame the government. I can't blame my boss. It's me. If everything is that we all create our own reality, and that we create by the vibrations that we give off, and that money and success and people, everything is going to be either attracted or repelled by what I do, I better take responsibility.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Then we have no one else to blame, and I think there's a tremendous amount of power that comes with that. And I think sometimes we're actually afraid of that power. We're afraid of what we're really capable of, because then we can't say, oh, it was you, it was Kute, it was the government. We can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of power to have.
It's amazing.
I think it's time that we recognize that power.
Well, I think there's lots of people that start opening up to that power, and then they get afraid of that power. Like, oh my God, I'm really that powerful. And then they sabotage that because it's like the power scares them. And, I've had to work through parts of that too, where it's like, I was so, in my life, so used to chaos and drama that to just feel joy in a space for no reason, it was like, oh, something's going to happen. There's, it was almost uncomfortable to feel that level of joy, but the more you do it, the better it gets.
Exactly.
I just love you. I love our conversations. I'm so grateful that we, got the opportunity to connect months ago, and looking forward to, I feel like I'm developing a brand new relationship.
For sure.
Yeah. So I'm super excited that you're on the Quantum Success Show.
Great to be here.
Yeah. I know that you have a gift for everybody, and we're going to put the link underneath the video. So I'd love for you to share what that is.
Sure. The gift is simply, I do a seminar called the Man Breakthrough Experience. And it's a 2.5-day transformational experiential immersion experience, seminar experience specifically for women that helps women decode men and transform the hidden blocks that keep them from attracting love. And it's coming up in May the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And so the link, I'm sure, is below, and it's available for all of your community.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kute. I just so appreciate you. So go ahead, everybody, go below the video and click the link, and he's giving you a free gift. So, and I highly recommend getting You Are the One. I know I have it on my bookshelf. I could have grabbed it, but I didn't. Do you have a...
I actually don't have it with me.
I have it on my bookshelf. So here, let me just grab it. Hang on. So they can see what it looks like.
There we go.
This is what it looks like. I just love I love the cover. And it's like, this doesn't mean you, Mr., Prince Charming, are the one. It means you, like, turn the finger inward.
That's right.
Like, I am the one.
That's
right.
So
I definitely go pick up a coffee. It's amazing. So, Kute, thank you so much. And
thanks for having me.
Yes, I'm so thrilled that you're here. Thank you. Okay, everybody, leave us a comment and let me know what you're taking away from today. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching, and here is a related video to watch right now. Also, check out my free webinars on creating whatever you want in your life using the universal laws that I explain in each webinar. So share your thoughts by leaving a comment and continue the conversation at ChristyWhitman.com.